Alie, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, fire away, dude.
What?
Fire away, dude.
Oh. Yes or no? Finding the right hair color for you, Alie, can be a challenge.
What color is my hair right now?
Burgundy.
Yeah, was that on purpose?
No.
Did I need to use E-Salon?
Yes, you did.
Oh, I fucked it up. Oh, wait. You can scratch that.
No, it's great. E-Salon offers professional grade, leave that in, completely personalized hair color that's created just for you and delivered right to your door. Alie, you fucking need this.
I need it so much. This is the last time I will color my hair without taking the steps to get the right color. I grabbed a color off the shelf. It was the wrong color. My hair is maroon now.
Don't do it. Alie, do you love questionnaires?
Yes.
Here's a hair questionnaire. Upload your photo and a personal colorist will formulate your individually blended color from over 15,000 pigments.
Oh my God.
I know.
I need E-Salon and a time machine to go back to yesterday.
Totally. Well, they've got you covered. There's 100% satisfaction guaranteed if you're not happy, Alie.
Oh God, I need
with
this.
Your color. It will give you a free reformulation or refund.
I think anything's better than what I did to myself before.
I mean, you look cute.
Thanks, dude. But you know what? I like that the color doesn't fade. Like they have the grays covered. Because I get some grays every once in a while.
I mean, at 23 years old, our gray is like pretending to start to come in.
I know. It's probably because we're such big thinkers.
We're so young.
So you can visit esalon.com/slumberparty, all one word. And do that. You get 50% off your first order. So that's $10 for your personalized hair color, which is crazy because the last time I got my hair colored in a salon, it was like $180.
Dude, you can do it your freaking self. I've been doing it my freaking self for years and years.
Yeah, I really got the wrong color. So I need to use eSalon. You get 50% off your first box at esalon.com/slumberparty. So go do that. Don't be an Alie Ward.
Send us photos too. Hashtag it at, I don't know, Alie in Georgia. Let's see your hair.
Yeah, just tag us in it on Instagram. Let's see your pictures.
Let's do it.
I want to look at your hair.
Bye. Hey, it's Slumber Party podcast with Alie in Georgia.
Wait, is it?
Isn't it?
Yeah. Hi.
Hey.
I'm Alie.
I'm Georgia.
This is Slumber Party Podcast. If you haven't listened before, it's kind of like a summer party. Also, we say the F word sometimes, so don't listen if my parents are in the room. Sometimes I like to give that warning. I realize that I say fuck a lot.
Oh, you know, so do I. Fuck it.
God, I say it so much.
Hey, what'd you learn this week, Alie?
What did you learn this week?
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I learned that since it's just coming up on the something of reunion of 9/11.
This is going great.
Did you know that they at the site where they're building the new structure? Do you know this?
No.
Underneath the garage, where the garage is going to now be, they found an 18th century ship. I know. They found the hull, like the skeleton of an 18th century ship.
I do know this.
Oh shit!
And I researched pictures of it because I was like,
so
"Excuse me, is this like an awesome 1980s movie about?"
No,
like,
how cool
kids?
is that? Yeah, so I guess Manhattan's been built out a lot because they made. I don't know if you know this, but not you, Alie, you know this, but they built it out. So where the shoreline used to be is now. Apparently where the site of the World Trade Center was because there's a ship there. And they tested the wood, and it's lumber from Philadelphia area trees cut no later than the 1770s. It may have been a passenger ship or a British troop carrier during the Revolutionary War.
Did it have a name on it, like the SS Monocle or something? I don't know.
No, it's the SS Internet, and everyone's like, "What? That's crazy." Yeah, so I thought that was. If I were smarter, I would have been an archaeologist, and I would, I would be in Cairo right now, digging ruins.
I think you're smart enough to be an archaeologist.
Thank you.
I think archaeologists just are curious, and they don't mind getting shit under their fingernails.
I don't mind,
like literal, probably feces.
Yeah, but if it's like ancient feces, I'm down.
Yeah, it's fossilized. You're cool. That reminds me of science. That's what I learned this week.
Science.
I learned science. I learned all of science. I'm done. Okay, so I learned that 30 to 50% of all scientific discoveries are
False.
mistakes.
Mistakes? I accidentally came upon this thing.
I accidentally
mistake.
cured cancer.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I
What?
had a chocolate bar in my pocket and realized that do you know that's how they figured out microwaves? The dude had a chocolate bar in his pocket and he's like, why did that chocolate bar just melt when I did this experiment? Well, microwaves.
That's the whole thing. 30 to 50%. Penicillin. You know penicillin was a mistake, right?
Yeah.
It was because the guy went on vacation and didn't clean his lab stuff, his petri dishes, and so a fungus had grown in it, but then no bacteria had it. And same thing with like vulcanized rubber, like tires were created on accident. The pacemaker was because some guy was building something and then he accidentally got the wrong wire and hooked it up and it made exactly a human heartbeat. So all of these things, but
35%, huh?
Or 30 to 50, and that might be conservative. So the whole point of that is there was this really interesting video someone sent me about perfectionism.
I was just going to say that relates back to give yourself a break.
Give yourself a break because that's where you make all these discoveries. Also,
Totally.
I was reading a book about perfectionism, about like give yourself a break, don't worry about everything, and there were 6 typos in it. And I was like losing my shit.
Give the writer a break.
But I was like, I only read, I think I was like 150 pages in, and I was like, oh no, oh God, there's another one. Like, and I don't know what to do with those feelings. Let's ask our guest.
Hey, let's ask our guest what she learned this week. Our guest is not. Hi.
She's sitting here patiently. She's so adorable, it kills me. Her name is Elizabeth Lame.
And smart.
She's so great.
Her name's Elizabeth Lame. She is co-host with her awesome husband of the Totally Lame, L-A-I-M-E podcasts and the Totally Married podcast, 2 of our favorite podcasts. We've both been guests on it, so you should go in there and listen to us yabber at them.
She's got double podcasts.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi. Thanks so much for having me, you guys.
Thank you for being
I'm so
here.
excited.
I'm afraid that I'm going to be so excited and hyper that I'm going to get really obnoxious.
Do it.
No, never.
No,
Do it.
I'm really excited.
Please. I'm so excited to do this.
Tell us what you learned this week.
Okay.
Elizabeth Lame.
I watched a documentary called A Place at the Table about hunger. And, like, I know we all hear, like, 1 in 6 kids in America is hungry and all of this stuff. But I went to the UCB food drive and packed up boxes of food for hungry people. But in my mind, this is like, I'm just outlining how ignorant I've been until I watched this documentary. I've been like, yeah, okay, they're probably hungry, but like they're not that hungry because everyone's obese, right? You hear at the same time that obesity is like this huge problem.
That's such an adorable admission, though, to have to actually.
It seems like in a civilized country, it seems very impossible to actually be that hungry.
Right. So this documentary shows that they really are hungry, and obesity is definitely linked to hunger, which is like hard to wrap your brain around, but it's lack of nutrition is really what it is. And obesity is there because a kid hasn't eaten in 2 days and the mom has $1 in food stamps and she buys him a huge bag of pork rinds and a Coke to give him like a blood sugar rush instead of, buying like 1 spear of broccoli. So it really bummed me out. And, like it gets into the whole education system is so broken, and the basis of it, like there are things we need to fix, obviously, but even if the education system is like perfect, kids can't learn if they don't have any nutrition. So, like, we're fucked.
I know. So what you learned is we're fucked.
Yeah.
What about, did they address, like, community gardens? Because I know that, like, not eating the right food does not give you the energy to perform well at all.
Yeah, so I didn't finish this.
Way to go.
You got hungry in the middle
But
of
the
it.
entire time I was thinking community gardens. And, I mean, granted, I think the people who are really struggling with this is, like, single moms with 3 kids. And a lot of times these moms are working 2 jobs and, like, still, I mean, it's not like people lounging around, like, smoking crack and, like,
Well, speaking
on
from
food
experience,
stamps.
if I may, my mom was a single mom of 3 kids, working all the time, and we had to go to the food bank and get like a couple boxes of food, and it was all like canned peaches, like just shitty food that's not doesn't really last or make a meal or become anything substantial.
So the community gardens, I'm thinking, yes, but then I'm like, well, the people who are really affected by this don't have the time to grow plants. But I feel like that's starting to happen. Other people who do have the time and resources can help to create those and then
they've been doing it in schools too, right? Where it's like teaching.
I feel really bad right now because I have like so many tomatoes in my garden and they're just rotting into the ground.
Those, please? Well, that's really interesting. And that makes me sad.
I remember seeing a billboard. I know what you're talking about, though, that first instinct of like, are people like what exactly, where is the link between like, obesity and poor nutrition and what's available? Healthy food is so much more expensive. But there was a billboard that was like up in Hollywood that said like 1 out of 8 people in LA is hungry. And I remember being like, it's fucking pilot season. Like, most of LA is hungry. Like, let's address the other problem.
I haven't eaten in 3 days, but I just booked a callback for like NBC.
Which actually, but yeah, okay, think of like a juice cleanse. A juice cleanse for like 3 days of food will cost you $200. Like, it's very expensive to eat healthy.
I have juice cleanse. Okay, now that you brought this topic up.
Yeah, and Georgia was discussing juice cleanses earlier.
I've done one before. Fine.
How long and what?
3 days.
Okay.
Is it bad for you?
Okay, I have so much to say about this.
Can we also address the fact that we're having a transition from you guys?
I know.
To,
we're
oh
horrible.
my God, juice cleanses.
We're
like,
aware
we're
of
human.
This is a topical podcast. It's not supposed to delve deep into this.
No, but I think it does link the issue that eating in a healthy way is more expensive than what most people can afford, which is a tragedy and awful. And actually, I have a huge guilt issue with the way that we eat on our TV show, where I'm like, should we be telling people to eat more healthy and to spend the resources? Anyway, juice cleanses.
Okay, so I'm thinking about doing one. I've been eating really unhealthy lately. I kind of want to reset, so I was thinking of doing a 3-day juice cleanse again. But I'm very skeptical about them. I feel like it's probably, in 10 years, everyone's going to find out that it's actually incredibly bad for you. And our bodies take care of themselves if you eat healthy, and you don't really need one. What do you think, Elizabeth?
Well, I think 3 days is okay. And I think, I am, I'm an extreme person. So, like, when I commit to something, I'm, like, full hog. And so 2 years ago, I was probably in the same place you were, where I was like, I want to reset. I just felt bad and whatever. And I started, like, researching juice cleanses, and I decided I didn't want to do, like, a prepackaged thing. So I bought a juicer, and then the more I, like, went down this wormhole, I decided, like, I was going to do a 30-day juice cleanse.
Holy shit.
That's too many days.
I did it.
What? No food or just, like, raw
No food.
Oh, my God.
Juice. And that was not good. I'm going to tell you. I realized it like 12 days in that this was no bueno. But at that point, I committed to it.
Did you tell people about it? Yeah, did you tell people? That's the thing.
Yeah, I talked about, like, on our podcast, I talked about it. I mean, I felt so sick. Like, my blood sugar was so low. I probably wasn't drinking enough juice, but when you're
also not getting fiber because...
Well, you do get a lot of fiber with a juice cleanse, actually. Because... Even though the pulp is taken out, there's still a lot of fiber in the juice. Okay. And so, like, you poo a lot and stuff.
FYI, you guys. Write this down. You poo a lot.
Yeah, you do poo a lot. And I went through, like, toxins came out of my body. My tongue turned white.
Oh, my God.
I did AskCat. I hosted AskCat, and I was so excited. And then I was like, oh, my... I had, like, this gross white tongue.
Could you brush it off? Like,
no.
with a Brillo?
What was it?
It's like, that's like your toxin. It's like your toxins releasing.
It's good.
I guess. But the end of the thing was...
It was all cocaine. It was just...
Oh, yeah. I was doing massive amounts of cocaine. But the end result was I think, starving. I didn't, like, ease back into... No one I know who has ever done a juice cleanse, like, for longer than 5 days. Like, eases back into eating raw or whatever. I mean, I like had chilaquiles first out the gate.
Oh no!
Oh wow! I had tacos the first after. It was like a year and a half ago. I did one, and then I was like, taco truck. What's
You guys, next time, just send me a quick text. Be like, true or false? I should go to a taco truck after this. A massive juice cleanse. I'll be like, no.
Well, okay, so
I
if I do a
know.
3-day juice cleanse,
I think 3 days is great.
there's not too. Alie, you think there's too much sugar in them, right?
Oh, there's way too much sugar in them. I think juice cleanses are so much sugar.
Too much sugar.
Here's how I feel about it. I feel like you have a Vitamix. You have a great Vitamix. I have a Vitamix. Thank you, Vitamix, for sending us
Thank
Vitamixes.
you. I mean,
Oh,
really, you
you
just need
lucky
a
ducks.
blender.
I know. But maybe make some smoothies.
Okay.
But I think like I did a juice cleanse. They sent it to me, and I was like, all right about it. And day 1.5, I was like, oh fuck, this noise so hard. Like I was so over it. I was so hungry and irritable. But I mean, if you look at the back of it, it's like 45 sugars per bottle, and you're drinking 6 of those a day.
Whoa.
And I'm like, I can't function on that. Like that's so many donuts. Even though with donuts you have other things. But yeah. So I just didn't feel good on it. Which is why I stopped. But if you're juicing vegetables, that's something different.
Yeah, I think I would just like be moderate about it, which I was not. I don't think I will ever do one again because I just
You put in your
killed
time.
myself.
Yeah.
I lost like 17
Holy
pounds
shit.
of like just I
White
don't know.
stuff
I don't know.
out of your tongue.
I didn't look good. It
Yeah,
was
is
like,
your body just burning the protein that you're not giving it?
Yeah, I
kind of
mean,
a
I
thing?
think I was just like I just like shriveled, and then as soon as I started eating it, I mean, pretty much came back most of it, you know. But so I wouldn't recommend it to people for like weight loss, but I do think is like a health thing. I think adding like vegetable juices or fruit juices, you know, like adding it to your diet is a great thing. And I guess I can say this now.
Okay, wait. Before you say
yeah.
it, this is so
Do we
exciting.
have any kind of? Can I drum roll anything?
Dun, 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 dun.
So I'm pregnant.
We found out just like a few minutes ago, and
We found out, and she told us, and we both shrieked and
Yeah.
screamed,
It was
and then
so
we touched
cute.
her a bunch.
then a day or two before this episode comes out, you're going to be announcing it on your podcast. So
Yes.
this is so exciting. So none of your millions of listeners know, and they've all
The
been
millions.
waiting to hear.
They wanna
about
know
it.
what
Yeah, so
Yeah,
our
what's your vag
100th
stat?
episode is
Oh,
Wednesday.
that's why you're saving. I was wondering why you were waiting, because it's been 3 months. You're 3 months pregnant.
Yeah, but it is 3 months is like the safety zone where the risk of like the baby falling out of your vagina goes way down.
Sam should be like, hey, bad
That's really
news.
sensitive to all the people who have had that happen.
I know they say
It's
6
awful.
weeks is like the basic, where they're like, don't tell anyone before 6 weeks.
12 weeks.
12 weeks.
Yeah,
Oh,
so,
that's
yeah.
doubled.
yeah.
So
since
I'm
I was pregnant.
14 weeks.
I've
So.
never been pregnant. You're 14 weeks. Okay.
So you've been holding on to this. You're going to drop your baby news.
Yeah.
How
on
did
your
you
100th.
find out? I want to hear everything.
Okay. Well,
This is. I feel like this is a really girly episode so
It
far.
is. I'm so into this.
Sorry, guys. Juice cleanses and vaginas.
Yay.
Guys, you're learning things.
Vaginas. So we were like fucking. I'm trying to make it more.
Yeah, so boobs were everywhere.
Titties and dicks. So we had been trying for a really long time. It wasn't working. We finally just like gave up stressing about it, and we're like, let's give ourselves 6 months, and if it doesn't happen by then we'll look at like medical stuff. And that, of course, is when it took randomly.
When you got
and
knocked up.
got knocked up, and the story isn't as magical. I have like I have other good life stories, but this one is just like we took the test.
Well, did you
and
have an inkling? Is that why? Did boobs hurt or something? Or what was the deal?
I did like we went to visit Andy's family, and I was like my body felt weird, and all the food that I normally love to eat like wasn't tasting right, and I even complained to Andy. I was like, the restaurants around here suck. Like, my enchiladas were disgusting. And we came home, and I did have a feeling. I took a test, and it was like a very faint line, and Andy's like, it's not. I mean, we've taken so many tests at this point in time that it's just like seeing a positive is we're not believing it. So I waited a few days. I took it again, and it was like clearly positive. And we didn't have. I assumed we would have like the jumping up and down, screaming, but we were just like, oh shit.
Really?
Yeah.
I have a question. Since you're like the first pregnant woman that I'm friends with, that I'm like, oh, she's cool. I can ask her this shit.
Oh, good.
Okay, I'm always worried, and I'm not trying to get pregnant, and I don't want to get pregnant, but I'm always worried that when I am, and I don't know it yet, I'm gonna like have a night of drinking, and then find out that I'm pregnant, and be like, did I just destroy my baby?
Oh yeah. Well, on said vacation with the bad enchiladas, I made up for the bad food by having a lot of margaritas.
Is that a problem?
No. Listen, I mean, okay.
Who hasn't had a drunk mom?
I know.
That happens all the time, and
busted
like
the myth
really early in, your baby's like just cells dividing. It really doesn't. I mean, later on, yes, it matters. And I'm on these pregnancy forums with like women who are all due in March, which is when I'm due.
Shit.
But they're women from all walks of life, and like many of them actually are like 17-year-old girls. And they're like, my boyfriend, I just found that he sent a dick pic to this girl that I thought he stopped talking.
Honey.
And I'm like, oh no. But a lot of them are like, I'm down to half a pack a day smoking. And we're like 14 weeks in, and it's like, you need to quit.
That's time to quit.
Yeah.
I did listen to some study recently on like an NPR issue that was like, you can have a glass of wine a day. It's fine. And a lot of the studies they did about why alcohol is really bad for women that are pregnant, they also did them in areas where, well, a lot of crack use was prevalent as well. So it's not like they isolated the fact that women are drinking too much during pregnancy. It's like,
oh,
you know what I
I think
mean?
when you finally got a bun in the oven,
I know,
hopefully,
right?
chances you'll be more worried about the baby than like, can I drink this wine or not?
Well,
Like,
let's talk to my mom about that, because apparently that's not the case.
Oh, that's interesting.
I think I would be like, yeah, I don't want to screw this thing up, because then this thing's going to be a dick to me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? So I'd be like, just tell me thing growing inside of me. What do you need? That way we get along later.
Yeah. Well, it's been very interesting. The food and that drink stuff. Like, so here's the thing. Morning sickness is not just in the morning, and nor is it like how it is in Knocked Up, which is what I base all of my pregnancy information on, which is that I would spontaneously barf twice early in pregnancy and go, am I? I had 2 months, and I'm just coming, like, this is the first week where I'm normal, of all day, every day, throwing up.
Oh my God.
Like, awful. I mean, hell. It really was. And the foods that I think, this is really weird, I can't eat wheat now, and I've never, I mean, honestly, I've talked shit about the whole gluten-free craze. I know there are some people who really do need it, but I feel like it's blown into this like diet.
I completely agree with
and now
I don't. I think people should not be eating as much gluten as they do.
Well, now
But
I'm
that's
with
okay.
you. See, it's like life teaches you these lessons. Karma, Elizabeth. You talk shit about something. Now, like, all the stuff I would normally eat to make my nausea go away or feel better, I can't. I have to have, like, protein, so I've been eating, and I'm a vegetarian, so I've been eating tons of yogurt, nut butters, cheese.
Do people in those forums have a lot to say about vegetarian pregnancies?
I use
Half a pack
vegan.
of...
I have vegan Chablis all day.
Because I wonder about that. Like, is this the time now to eat, like grain-fed chicken, like fat-free?
I think
You know,
that's
for the
very
protein?
common
I think
for...
most chickens are grain-fed, aren't they? Fed? Aren't most chickens grain? I don't know.
Well, you know what I mean.
I don't know.
like, healthy meat.
Healthy meat.
Yeah.
I think it's really common in the first, if you're sick, which most women do get sick in varying degrees, like meat is not appealing.
Okay.
So like I think your body kind of tells you what you need.
Yeah.
And you go from there.
You look healthy.
Oh, thank you. But I wouldn't touch alcohol, and I'm a huge coffee drinker. I mean, I drink like 2 cups a day, and that's like keeping myself from drinking 7. And I wouldn't touch coffee right now. It just sounds so gross.
Have you ever heard, I was at this spider convention?
Yeah. Oh my God, Alie.
Well, I'm so sorry.
Wait, I love you. I love following your like forays into this shit is so great.
I like
Good for you.
But I was at a spider in a spider lecture yesterday for 4 hours voluntarily, and they were talking about, have you ever seen those pictures? Like, this is a web. They gave a spider caffeine, and this is the web it made. They gave a spider LSD. This is the web, and I thought that was all like that. Those are fake photos. I found out yesterday those are real photos.
What do they look like?
It's so funny. They injected flies with LSD or caffeine or tobacco, and then they fed the spider the fly. And
Smart.
The webs that they made on LSD are perfect. They are gorgeous and meticulous and like more symmetrical than on nothing. The ones on caffeine are a fucking train wreck.
Oh my gosh,
Like,
that's so interesting.
They gave these spiders like essentially like a Mountain Dew Code Red, and then they were just like, they couldn't function. They were just like, I got it. This is good. This is going to look good. Check this out. It's a disaster.
Who the fuck thinks of these experiments?
People on
by the
LSD,
way?
apparently. Hey, let's ask Elizabeth a question. Let's ask
do
the
it.
slumber party
Do you
question.
I'm fanning out our slumber party
Okay.
questions for Georgia to pick one.
I'm picking one.
This is exciting.
Okay, who, and this can be male or female, it can be fictional. Who's your internet crush?
Other than us?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Ooh, internet crush.
Like someone on Twitter that you're like, this person's hilarious.
That if you met at if you saw at a party, you'd be like, oh my God, Andy, I'm going to talk to him. Should I talk to him?
Oh,
You know what, I'll go so you can think.
okay.
Because I just found this Instagram yesterday, and it's not a person, but I have a big crush on whoever thought of this because it's freaking hilarious. It's called Porn Quotes on Instagram. And it's beautiful stock footage of like happy, fun people having a nice time or a beautiful sunset, like really beautiful photos. And then it's in some kind of like great script, a comment from a porn video.
Like what?
Can I read you guys?
Yes.
Okay.
That sounds amazing.
I just applaud this person and who they are and what they've done for me. Let me find. Oh gosh,
Is that a porn quote?
No. And I wanted to be like, everyone needs to follow this, but I'm scared that
It'll get shitty?
that's another one of them. That I'm gonna get
scared it'll get shitty.
I'm scared it'll get shitty. That I'm gonna get in trouble because in case like young people happen to follow me. Alie, you do one quick while I listen to this. Who's your internet crush?
Oh, well, my internet crush, since you said that, would be this other Instagram account that young people shouldn't look at, which is That Looks Like a Dick.
oh my gosh.
And it's just photos of things that you're like, oh my God, that looks like a dick. And so it's like, just like a fountain at the right angle. It looks like a khaki bus.
That's amazing.
It's pretty great. And you can hashtag That Looks Like a Dick, and then sometimes they'll regram you.
I love that.
I'm just saying, Georgia, what do you
I can't. I'm on airplane mode, so I can't. You look for it, Alie.
Unplane yourself.
I am.
Have we given you enough?
Elizabeth?
Have we
I
stammered enough?
I feel bad because like the ones that are coming to mind are just the obvious, like Rob Delaney, Megan Amram, but I have a crush, but she's not like Twitter or Instagram, but she's just a media crush. Does that count?
Of course.
And you guys I don't know if you've like met her.
Oh.
Nigella Lawson.
Oh,
I've met her.
I mean, I know she's
her.
going through. You have?
I've touched her with my hands.
Was she nice?
She's gorgeous.
Does it matter? She's nice.
She was so regal. She's royalty. She's like
Legit?
yeah.
I'm not surprised.
You know, it just happened with her husband, though.
I know she's going through rough times.
Sucks.
Which makes her more human.
I know.
I'm proud of her, though, because, like, I'm sorry.
For those who don't know, Nigella Lawson was grabbed and by the throat and choked by her husband in a restaurant, and then
In
she's
public,
like,
throttled.
In public.
And she was like, I'm out. And he's like, well, I guess we're divorcing because she won't even talk to him. I'm like,
Well, yeah.
Get it, girl.
Well, he actually, this is even more fucked up. The picture came out, and he's going, it looks worse than it was.
It was a playful
whatever.
grab, he said.
And
We
she's
get
like
passionate.
crying.
Yeah, she's crying.
And then he was upset that she didn't come to his defense, being like, it wasn't a big deal.
Wow.
And so then he filed for divorce. But
Yeah.
I'm just glad that she's done with him because she
I
can do
agree.
so much better.
Now
I
she's free to
agree.
hang out with us.
I found it.
Exactly.
Right?
Okay, you guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a photo. It's like a really playful hipster photo of a dude like in a box doing like a funny like yoga pose, and it's like a really cute hipster dude, and it says, "My girl loves it when I do her like this." It's not that funny.
And he's doing an inversion, as we call it in yoga.
Yeah.
I'm saying we, but I never go to yoga.
And then there's like a beautiful sunset and like an open road, and it says, "Oh God, her boobs ... so ripe."
That's good.
And then I'll do one more. There's There's a photo. It's from the viewpoint of a man standing on like the edge of a building and like the first floor of a building, and it's his like cool loafers. You can see the tip of his loafers, and he's looking down at like a bunch of smiling, happy people looking up at him, and they're like all his friends, like they're probably at a barbecue, and all it says in big font is, "I want his dick." It's just can we all just go to porn comments on Instagram pics. It's called porn comments on Instagram pics.
I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't have a ton of faith with the first one.
I know. But it's actually really dirty, and I just don't want to read those.
So ripe. I'm like, oh, you're holding back on us.
Yeah. I'm holding way back because I don't want to say things like, I don't want to say any of this. Yeah, it's terrible. You guys should go, but you should go to this.
Georgia just out of nowhere now she's carrying a parasol and is fanning herself. Yeah. Let's ask another question. Do you want to? Oh wait, did you? Yeah, Nadella Lawson.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna ask another one.
No bueno on that one, but
okay, here.
Okay, I'm picking one. Elizabeth Lame. Do you have a secret talent?
Yeah,
making babies.
I can Rubik's Cube.
No.
The fuck out of a Rubik's Cube.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No.
In like 2 to 3 minutes.
What part of your brain is that? Because I've never been able to do it, and I'm always like, well, I must not be able to know how to use computers. Like, I've just never understood. Like, is there a special talent that all people who know how to use Rubik's Cube... Like,
I
are
think
you good
it's
at
a skill.
Crossword puzzles?
I think it's like playing a guitar. Like if you picked one up, you'd be like, I don't know. But then if you learn some strategies playing a guitar,
no, it really
you did
is.
A lot.
You teach yourself.
You teach yourself, or are there rules you know?
I took a long time to teach myself. Well, I went on vacation in Mexico, and there was no TV or no nothing. So that's instead of enjoying Mexico. No, we had a lovely trip. But
I'm impressed.
I did teach myself while I was there, and I'm very I'm really, really, really into jigsaw puzzles. Like, I have a super fancy subscription to this crazy jigsaw puzzle company. And so this is like another... So I think that part of my brain really likes to get a workout.
Are you good at reading maps?
I think yes, but my husband would say no.
Sounds like a commercial for... Let's do one more.
Are you potty trained? Are you able to be potty trained? Can you use?
No, that must be that. Okay, I'm asking this question.
So many things that you know how to do.
Okay, what's your can't live without DIY beauty trick?
Oh yeah, do you have a thing that you're like you'd never guess, but this thing really works?
If you put toilet water on your zits,
if you put borax on your nipples.
DIY beauty trick. I just think keep it simple.
Mm-hmm.
But like I use Kiehl's lip balm all the time, and that keeps my lips where they need to be.
Where they? Which ones?
On my face. Okay. Approximately.
Oh no, Alie.
You guys, I'm not really good at beauty stuff to the extent where like I might want to hire someone to show me how to do it.
Like which parts?
Like makeup. I mean, I think I have a pretty good like base kind of cleaning. You know, I wash my face and shit. But
that's fair, though.
You're like hygienic. You're like, I'm very hygienic. I groom myself. Good for you.
You can't get past like the basics, though. You're kind of like.
Do you guys shave your
face? Yes.
Pubic hair?
Oh
no.
Actually, you know what? I just bought laser for my lady area.
Oh, congratulations!
And I'm excited.
I'm gonna have Georgia go in, report back.
Yeah, I'm the guinea pig. Why? You don't? You do?
I don't. I just don't care that much. But now I'm thinking like. On these forums, women are talking about what they're doing now because like you just really stop caring. But I might get one of those. I don't like shave. Usually I'll wax like if I'm going on vacation and I just kind of like keep things tidy-ish. But there's this like there are these new lady like it's like a beard trimmer but like small and pretty for ladies. I might get one and see how it does.
I have like a.
You guys were talking about this, aren't we?
Totally talking about. I'm sorry. I'm just going to go there. I've got like a clip,
she
like a
was
small
just reading
clippers.
porn.
Yeah, I was reading porn. I have a small set of clippers.
Are they meant for that?
No, they're just meant to be clippers.
Yeah, they're meant to shave a face beard instead of another beard. But yeah, that shit works. I keep those charged.
Yeah.
Because you never know.
Yeah.
Do you use that, Alie?
I do. I keep things short. And then if I'm going somewhere where people will see my pubic hair and I don't want them to see it, then I will pay a woman to rip it out of my flesh.
But shaving just isn't. There's nothing good that comes out of it.
Can I tell you about a funny story?
Yes.
Yes. I have a friend. She was, she's Mormon, and she's always been very, like, she doesn't talk about pooping or farting much.
Sure.
We don't hear about a lot of stuff. But we went out to, for burgers for her birthday the other day, and the topic of do you shave your vagina came up. And homegirl busted out so many tips that I was like, what? And she was like, no, it's really easy. And then she outlined like a 7-point plan of how to do it. And I was like, it's not easy. It's not easy anymore. First you lay and you soak it first. But one thing she did tell me that's worthwhile is that if you put like Dove unscented deodorant on your area after you shave it, you won't get ingrown hairs.
Okay, that's good to know.
And she said she learned about it on a stripper forum.
Liquid?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think I've heard of deodorant there before, too, but I think it's just like a stick deodorant.
Oh.
Which is great. But you know what? Like, here's the thing.
But she was like, stripper secret. And I was like, excuse me, you're a mom of two, and
you
you're
should
Mormon.
not be. I am not that much of a train wreck to begin with down there that if a guy is like, whoa, I'm going to be like, you're something, like I take care of it as much as possible. I'm not going to have a fucking landing strip because I think that's so unattractive.
I think it's a little weird.
I don't like that when it's just like, that doesn't look natural at all.
The fact that it's called a landing strip makes me think of a guy being like, here comes a plane.
It's a landing strip or a Hitler mustache.
It is a Hitler mustache.
I don't want that on my area.
I don't like to have that anywhere.
So I'm going to get laser surgery on it. Laser.
Are you getting
surgery?
It all?
Not surgery.
Yeah, that's where they cut off your vagina.
I'm getting my vagina lasered off, like in like Bond, like in
I'm getting female circumcised at this clinic in Hollywood.
Remember in Goldenfinger? That's what's happening. Goldenfinger, whatever. So I'll let you guys know how it is. But I bought a fucking laser thing off Groupon, and I'm just gonna not everything. Just like if I go to in a bathing suit, then. Oh my God, what if it works, you guys? What if this whole time?
For our listeners, we're going to put up pictures of the before on the website, and then we'll let you know.
It's just like an armadillo or something.
I just
you can rate how big of a train wreck it is.
I'd like to say right now to your listeners that you're welcome.
Yeah. Now you know that George's area is not a train wreck.
We're going to put a porn quote over it.
Train wreck-ish. Yeah.
No, I don't. I'm scared of ingrown hairs. Sorry, guys. Although we've discussed this on the last couple episodes that my vagina is in remission. I'm taking a break from guys.
I love that in remission. To me, I'm thinking that's like on the way back to.
I feel like we should get
on. Yeah, it's in recovery.
Cancer-free. Can we get Dustin on our awesome producer Dustin in real quick? He's a young man, and I just want him to know, Dustin, if you're with a girl and she's like awesome and great. Landing strip, train wreck, 70s. What do you care about?
I'm just happy to be there.
That's what I thought. That's what I fucking thought.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I think that the kind of guy would be like, listen, if you don't have a landing strip, I'm not going to deal with it. That guy maybe doesn't like women anyway. You know what I mean? Maybe the problem is that there's
guys
not.
have pubic hair also.
I know. Have you noticed that ever? They totally do.
They really have a lot of it.
My husband has like a Jew-fro. He's just out of control.
Doesn't he know that things look bigger when you take away the cloak?
Yes. He's not like, and this is going to sound so annoying and like I'm making it up. He doesn't need to worry about anything there, but
because he's a Jew.
He thinks it's funny, He
Jewish
thinks it's funny.
Man.
He's like, look at this, look at that.
Look how fluffy that is. I just want to really say, I'm not being anti-Semitic. I'm Jewish, and I can. Jewish guys, tend to have.
What, Georgia?
I just cut this out. Nothing.
Georgia, no.
You just made a motion that was like, you gotta follow through.
Jewish guys are well endowed.
Georgia's got a huge dick, all right, you guys? I love Jewish guys, by the way.
Alie loves a Jewish guy. I'm going to pick another. Can you want another question asked at you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fun.
You have a ghost story?
I do.
Can we hear it?
Yes. It's not really mine so much as it is Andy's.
Oh, it can be anyone's.
Okay.
Just tell us one.
Well, we live in a house that's from like 1915 here in Los Angeles.
It's one of the cutest houses I've ever been in.
Oh, thanks. Mm-hmm. And when we first moved in, well, our landlord said really vaguely like that he got the house from a couple who had died there.
Oh, vaguely? That's very specific.
We didn't know like what the circumstances around their death were or whatever. But about a year into living there, Andy woke up one night, and I was asleep, and
I love that Allie's. You have not said anything, but that someone woke up, which happens every day of their lives. There's no gasping yet. Okay, go on.
And he looked over, and there was an old lady sitting in a chair next to me.
What the fuck?
And he was so scared. He didn't wake me up, which was smart. But he thought, like, I'm making this up. And
like a ghostly apparition or like a human form?
He knew it wasn't a real person, but I think it was pretty real. And he even he closed his eyes and opened his eyes. She's still there.
What was she?
And he was freaked out. He was just sitting there looking at me.
That's creepy.
Okay, so the next morning he wakes up
get teary
and is fucking freaked out and was like, he was like asking me about my grandmother and all this stuff. He's deciding it's this other thing. So cut to, and like weird shit started happening. Like our dog would start barking. You know, once that happened, we're like, okay, there's something here. And we were talking to our neighbors, and he mentioned something. They were like, well, you know, our landlord's like a ghost hunter. And he's like a published author. And
what? That's so cool.
On
oh my God.
The supernatural. So one day I was walking Ruby, and he was out there, and he didn't know where I came from. Like, we were walking up the block, and Ruby went up and was like saying hi to him. And he was
Ruby's
working
her
on
dog.
Yeah.
I mean, her husband, I was going to say, but I actually said the correct thing. Go on.
And he was working on their house. So I was like, oh, are you the landlord? Ghost hunter dude, because like we had a crazy thing happen. He's like, oh yeah, this street is like there's a bunch of stuff, and he pointed to our house and said, the skinny guy's house, and the skinny guy is our landlord who lived there before us. There's an old lady who watches over that house, and I see her in the garden sometimes.
Holy shit. You're like, hey bro, that's my house.
So there's an old lady, but we've had like a few weird things happen, but we've kind of like, now that I don't know, in the space we've joked about it and we've like acknowledged her presence, there have been no other like scary sightings. I mean, I've seen weird shit, and the other part of this is like a couple months after this, my friend, we had a couple friends over, and 2 weeks after they came over, my friend called me and she's like, listen, I have to tell you something. Oh, and she's a lawyer, and she's very like practical, and I know it took a lot for her to say this, but she was like, I decided I wasn't going to tell you, but I like can't not tell you. When we were there, I saw someone walk down your little stairs.
Holy shit.
Oh God.
So, and
like
I was
an older woman?
I asked her, and she said it was just sort of a vague kind of like thing.
Chills. I Georgia Hardstark, who does not believe in ghosts, have fucking chills right now.
I'm covered in goosebumps.
Oh,
that's so terrifying.
I wish I had known when I came over. I would have like peeked and looked in places.
I feel like when you were on, we like started to broach this subject, and you were like, no.
I'm always up to hear a ghost story, but they will terrify me, and for some reason I fully believe in them. Even though I'm a very science-minded individual, the fact that we don't know anything about science makes me believe in weird, stupid shit like this.
I'm okay with this story though. I'm not gonna. I don't call bullshit on it. I think it's all true, and I completely agree. I just don't want to delve into what that means and if it's even possible.
Right.
But I'm like, yeah, okay.
Accept it.
That's fair.
Holy shit. Did you ever burn sage, or were you like, let the old lady live here?
Yeah, she's not pissing anyone off.
No.
Except for the dog.
I think about that, though. If you have a host and you want to clear your space and you burn sage, then do you have an old lady with a duffel bag on the curb being like, fuck, I gotta find a new fucking house?
I don't understand
this
why
one
you
was
would...
rent controlled, and now I'm like...
Why would you want to get rid of a ghost, though, is what I want. Like, I would never want to get rid of a ghost.
I don't want an old lady watching over me while I sleep and make a baby with my husband.
I don't mind.
Which I don't have, but do you know what I mean?
Ghost baby.
What if you have the baby and it's the lady?
Well, the baby, I think babies are like super like aware of that kind of thing, right? They see that.
Sure.
I'm sure she's into you guys. You're so nice.
Yeah,
I'm
so
sure that
great.
she's in, you know what I mean? I'm sure she's like, oh, they're a nice couple.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Lovely.
Did you guys hear the news story recently where this dog basically alerted the family to the fact that the babysitter of their like kind of like 8-month-old baby was abusing
The dog did?
The baby, the dog.
How?
He wrote a memoir. I didn't know how did it happen.
After a couple of months of this woman babysitting, the dog, who was like a real sweet dog, started getting super aggressive whenever the babysitter would come over, like lunging at her and growling and barking and getting angry. They had to like physically restrain this like normally very sweet dog, and this baby's like this, I think it's like 7 or 8 month old baby. And the mom was like, something is going on because this dog doesn't hate anyone. So they like put an iPhone under the couch and like recorded it. And sure enough, girl went to jail.
Yikes.
What
sure
was she
enough,
doing?
slapping the baby and like just
Well,
fucking.
babies need to be slapped.
Yeah, was the baby being a dick, though?
Babies are only a dick.
They were both
I
drinking
mean-
heavily. In her defense, the baby was hammered.
Well, a glass a day for a baby is not. I read that it's okay on NPR. It's
I
not
just
so much.
don't. Yeah, I mean, that is slippery territory because the people who are like, oh, good, a glass a day is fine. I read it on
that's
NPR
true.
are like, if a glass is fine, I
That's
guess
true.
this bottle of vodka is okay.
Well, my mom, ask my mom and she'll be like, I was stressed out. It was like either being incredibly stressed out or having a glass of wine. And I had a glass of wine. Not every day, but probably every day. And my mom.
I think my mom drank a shit ton of Diet Orange Crush when she was, and
And you're
she
redheaded.
Well, it's fake, but as fake as a Diet Orange Crush. But I'm like, that's probably horrible for a tiny thing's brain.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's like
Yeah, soda or like a glass of white wine once a week.
probably better if my mom had been drinking
None of
some
the
whites
above.
in than if she were
Yeah.
drinking Diet Pepsi. But whatever. What
Did
are you
she
gonna do?
smoke too? Didn't your mom
Oh
smoke?
God, who knows? Oh God, I don't even know. I
My,
mean,
my mom got defensive about taking aspirin. Are you not supposed to take aspirin when you're pregnant?
No, you're really not supposed to.
Oh, shit.
really?
Well, you can only take Tylenol. Aspirin has stuff in it that is like proven to like really fuck shit up.
Is
I
that
mean,
why I have
if you
fat boobs?
accidentally take an aspirin, it's not gonna like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's lots of scary shit, and like you're supposed to take folic acid, or it'll have spina bifida. And
Wow.
when you're
Louise.
throwing up, you can't take folic acid because it doesn't go
It is-
down.
I'm sure that you have like a huge manual of like shit to do. It must be nice though to be like, this is my mission. I gotta grow a baby. Like you don't have to.
I wish it were like
what I mean?
that. I mean, I wish I should take that to heart, but actually what's happening is I'm like, oh my God, in March, I'm going to be like out of commish again, like I was for the last 2 months. I'm like, I have stuff I want to do. I have career stuff
Oh,
that's
wow.
like cooking. How will that be affected? Is it going to, like,
We'll
am
come
I where I
babysit.
want to be?
Yeah, we'll babysit. But you've been trying to have a baby.
Is Andy going to have time for it? He's so busy now.
Oh, God.
No, we will, but it's all the stakes are raised because then you're like, it's not just for me now. It's like I want this baby to like have happy, healthy parents who feel fulfilled, and there's this sense of urgency. Like even for Andy, it's been. I mean, he is so busy, but now it's like he's busy with this purpose of like, well, I'm providing for my family, and and Andy's a record producer, and his first full-length label album is coming out next year, and he's like
Y'all dropping releases left and right.
releasing, yeah.
Everybody's just opening up.
Baby drops in March, album drops in summer sometime.
Wow.
So yeah, it's intense, you
I
guys.
guess
But
you're
it's
never,
wonderful.
Yeah, you
I don't
can't
mean to
fully
complain.
prepare for the shit in life that comes.
I certainly don't want to complain. I feel like I have been. I think just because I've been so sick, I haven't turned the corner yet to be like, it is. We've had some really special moments, like seeing it on the ultrasound and it's moving.
Do you
and
know the sex? Are you going to find out? Or what are
We're
you
going to
do?
find out, but we don't know yet.
Are you not going to tell anyone?
You know what we're going to do? No, we will tell people. We're going to have the ultrasound technician write down what it is on a piece of paper.
Put it in an envelope.
Put it on an envelope. Give it to Erin McGathy.
I was just talking about the cake
We were
thing.
talking about the
She's
cakes.
going to make a cake.
That's
an ugly cake.
perfect.
And then Andy and I will cut into it and find out.
That's so much better because
cute.
I've heard about that before, and I gotta admit, I find it kind of annoying, but only because it's not Erin McGathy making the cake.
Yeah, that makes it
She's
so much cooler.
cool.
I know it's the cheesiest fucking thing, but I was
No,
like,
I
I think that will help us feel really like start talking to it, and it's a little girl or it's a little boy, and we have names and stuff, and like connecting. And so I want that moment to be more special than the technician being like, that's a girl.
Yeah.
You know,
that makes sense. I'm happy with that. That totally makes sense.
Yeah, because you don't know if you're going to want to throw it away until after you cut into it and you realize it's a girl. You know what I mean?
You want to cut into the baby and make sure. And
Yeah.
Because it's...
Exactly.
Yeah, you're going to throw it away if it's a girl, right?
Well, I think at that point we'd probably put it up for adoption. To preferably Chinese parents. They've been adopting U.S. girls left and right.
Oh, so many of them.
Sounds perfect.
That is really exciting, though.
I do love it.
The worst part about that whole story is I was like, oh, that's going to make a great Instagram. And then I'm like, yeah, I just pre-grammed it for you. And I was like, someone's got to get a good shot at it.
That's exciting for Erin. Erin McGathy, of course. It was just our last guest on our podcast, and she makes these great cakes called Ugly Cakes by McGathy. Mm-hmm. And so she's going to know the sex of your baby.
She's going to be the first
That's crazy,
person.
right?
That is hilarious. No pressure.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
What if they can't get the color of the cake right, and it's like a weird green?
Oh, she can work. She can do anything.
That'd be hilarious if she.
That would be funny if she made it green.
Yeah.
I'm like, just kidding. Here's the real one. Oh my God, Erin. Let's text Erin and tell her to do that.
No, don't.
She just puts pink sprinkles all over the outside. You're like, yeah, no. Yeah, the frosting has to be a neutral color.
It's a girl. On the cake.
You're like, you don't look on Pinterest, do you? Actually, cakes brings us to do you have a midnight snack that if you're like, when you know someone's not going to judge you?
And has that changed now that you're pregnant?
Well, yeah, my snack now is Ensure.
Oh,
I know, you guys.
Girl,
I'm sorry.
How about let's play like hardcore if you could eat anything right now?
Oh, yeah, that's
because that's our game, our favorite game. And it's just all it is like, there's a place in Louisiana that has the best bar. Like if you could eat that. So if you could eat...
When George and I travel and we're like, like in a cab across town or whatever, we're waiting for a plane, one of us will usually just be like, you can eat anything.
We don't even enunciate the word. If you
can eat anything.
Oh, I know.
What?
Well, okay, it's two things. One is potato skins with sour cream, cheddar and sour cream.
Nice.
Which had a heyday, but you can't find them really anymore.
It's almost like trashy now.
Well, it's totally trashy.
But they're good.
Fried. But it's so good.
So good.
And then, so potato skins and cheesecake.
Okay.
Oh, cheesecake.
Just straight up New York style.
Wait, where did I have really... Oh my God. The Terranea Resort. Do you guys know where that is? It's in Rancho Palos Verdes, and it's fucking amazing.
No.
It's just an hour away, and you're in paradise.
Damn.
Is it like you stay the night and such?
Yeah, it's like a fancy resort. Mariah Carey stayed there for 2 months before giving birth.
Holy so you're going to do that too?
Yes, obviously. Because that's how I roll. No, I have a second cousin who runs the place. So I went there for lunch and they have this creme brulee cheesecake. So it was cheesecake and then creme brulee custard and then the creme brulee top. Sorry. And it was sad because I was there with my cousin and my other great aunt, and I had one bite and they each had one bite, and then I kept going back. And I would have housed the whole thing, but I couldn't. So it was really sad. I left half of it there.
No.
And it wasn't fair.
Oh, you did that wrong.
To the creme brulee cheese.
You did that wrong.
That's mine, for sure.
Sounds great.
Fuck.
Is there something you've been eating lately at home where you're like, what's really good? I'm going to mix these two, I'm going to mix cereal and ice cream together, right? Hey, what did I just make up?
My stuff is not fun, you guys, right now. But, I've been eating a lot of yogurt and dry roasted peanuts.
Oh, honey.
I'm sorry.
No, I just feel bad
I'm
for
so
you.
sorry.
I want to give you something.
It's getting so much better. This week is so much better.
You have to eat something that you don't mind seeing come up again, I guess.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You know what I've been doing lately?
Yogurt, okay.
There are these little, Trader Joe's is super into mini cheese things, like medallions. It's like cheese for one. They have these mini bries.
Cute.
They have these.
That made Alie sad, and I'm adorable.
I know. I'm stoked because it's the middle of the night, and I'm like, there's some mini brie, and I want this little medallion of brie, and so I'll put it on a plate. You shut up and listen to me. This is so good.
I just picture a cow with a tear, and it's no one will eat cheese with me for one.
Well, cats eat cheese, and I'll put it in the microwave for 10 seconds, so it's this melty little tiny cheese for one. Oh.
Wait, does the brie come a mini round?
Yeah, it's
so it does have the skin all around it.
You can't eat the skin. You can't eat that, can you?
You could eat it.
A pregnant woman.
Oh, no, I guess I couldn't. But I'm just saying in life.
Oh.
Does anyone? No one's thrilled about the skin.
I'm thrilled about the skin.
You are.
I don't know why.
It's like a potato skin of cheese.
Yeah.
Oh,
it gives it a
that
texture.
into great perspective.
I love it. And then I open up, and then I have crackers and a little melty bread. Then I open up because I'm obsessed with these like the mini hotel jams that you get when you have breakfast in hotel rooms, and I'll steal them off the tray when I'm walking by a hotel room.
Stranger's tray. Cool.
And then I'll pop open a little mini jam and eat it with.
Georgia, that's a very like kind of like you're taking care of yourself midnight snack. Like that's a really thoughtful kind of like classy.
Thank you.
I mean, most midnight
very
snacks.
French.
It's very French.
Yeah, it's like I live in a cottage in France, and I'm just having a thing at midnight.
A bunch of tiny things. I like mini. I like mini things.
Mini. You're having a mini situation.
I mean, the fact that you're getting a plate. First of all,
that's
it's
great.
impressive.
That is real good.
Alie, what about you? What have you been eating lately?
If I could eat anything?
Yeah, let's do that.
An entire box of Cap'n Crunch.
Ooh.
Just a whole box of it, and then I just have like a half a gallon of milk. If I could, I would
Dry,
just,
or would you drink them?
I would just keep making bowls of cereal. I would finish the bowl of cereal, and then I'd be like, one, and then I'd make another one, and I'd be like, two, and I would just until I couldn't move.
Mm-hmm.
And but one thing that has been a real problem lately is Cool Whip. I just can't fucking stop eating Cool Whip straight from the tub.
That's really good.
I've never had a bite of that before.
I might have to go get Cool Whip.
It's so good.
It's cool. It's whipped.
It's like ice cream, but lighter. And when you buy it frozen, there's like a period of time where it's thawing, where it's kind of Cool Whip, but it's also kind of ice cream. The problem is that I got some for recipe testing because I was like, I need this for recipe, and then I ate the whole. I used a scoop. I ate the whole fucking thing, and then I just keep buying it. And I'm like, hey, Cool Whip, it's me again. It's like I feel like we're
cheap
dating,
too,
yeah.
right?
I feel like
And then you have the tubs.
Oh yeah, you gotta save those.
I know, I get rid of the evidence, but I feel like we're fuck buddies. Like, me and Cool Whip are like, are we doing this? You're like, yeah, we're doing this tonight.
I like that.
Speaking of fuck, let's do fuck that.
Yeah, fuck it.
Let's say it. So fuck that is one thing you love so much you want to fuck, and one thing you hate so much you're like fuck that. Do you want us to go first and then you go?
I'll go.
Let's end on yours.
Ooh.
You want to go first? Oh, you already know.
Well, end on me.
Let's end on you.
Okay.
Alie, you go first.
Me go first?
Or I'll go first.
You go first.
Okay. One thing I love so much I want to fuck is the concept that you can get you guys know that you can pay someone to clean your house?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I don't do
I mean,
that.
I knew that.
But I knew it, but I don't practice it.
Is that worth it?
I do it.
Okay, is it worth it?
It's worth it. So hard.
Because I'm pretty clean. I'm like
So
kind of
wet.
obsessively clean. Yeah?
So hard and wet.
Like, how often do you do it? Like every other
Every
week?
other week.
That's
And that's
so much.
all you need. I mean, besides just tidying up, but in terms of like getting in there.
What kind of things should I say to this is the first time I've ever paid to have my house. Should I say like, because I really
No,
want...
you've paid before, and you had a crazy experience.
Oh, that's fucking right. I did it one time. This is highly recommended by a cool girl that I was friends with. This woman, I paid her.
Was friends with.
Well, because she's out of her mind. Because this woman came to clean my house. Not only did she not clean anything, like I mean that she didn't clean anything. She left a knife, a kitchen knife, in my cat's bed.
Bad form.
I don't understand any of it.
Bad form.
So she like wiped down the counters with like a sponge, which to me, like the kitchen sponge does not belong on the kitchen counter anytime ever.
No.
It's disgusting.
Wrong. Yes.
Oh, I don't care about that.
Don't you dare.
Oh, no.
Wait,
Don't
you're
you
supposed
dare.
to use different sponges for the
Yes.
counter and the
Yes.
dishes? Oh, Jesus.
Oh my
Ew.
God, yes. Those counters.
Do you guys know how few people have running water? We're doing great. We're doing great.
Okay, well, the
Or
point is if I'm
food.
paying someone, they better use some stuff that like kills every single germ that's ever existed on my kitchen counter, not the sponge that I use to like clean, my plates. So anyways,
Really?
she left a fucking kitchen knife in my cat's bed.
That's
that doesn't
weird.
make any sense. So yeah, I'm trying it again. I bought a Groupon or a Living Social deal. I am not plugging Groupon or Living Social. They are not like paying me to say any of this.
What you need to do, okay, I hope you have a good experience with this, but what you need to do after that is like talk to your friends like me or someone else. And I know you went down this road, it didn't work out well, but just write that off.
Okay.
But like, because the companies that do it are very expensive, but if you get like sweet, I don't know, Josefina to come, because
But I could do what she's going to do by myself.
no, but it's really inexpensive, and that she'll come every other week, and like do a really great job.
Like clean the grout, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
I mean, I guess maybe not. Like she does. Yeah, I guess she does what you would do, but a very good job of it.
Okay.
And versus, I guess, the companies that come, I feel like that's not sustainable when you have 3 ladies there for like,
3 hours.
3 hours. It's so expensive.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that. So that's my fuck yeah, is getting your house clean like a goddamn grown up.
Okay.
And my thing that I hate so much is James Bond.
Oh, fuck him.
Because we were on a podcast. It hasn't come out yet, but it's called James Bonding, and it's Matt Gorley and Matt Myra, who are 2 doll human beings of
God, they
people.
really are.
Such great people, but they're obsessed with James Bond, and they asked us to watch our first James Bond movie ever and talk about it on the podcast, which was Golden Fingers.
Golden Phalange.
Golden Fingers, and it was a terror. I hated it,
Oh.
but I loved it, too.
No, it was great to hate it, though.
It was
It
great.
felt
Yeah.
really
It was fun.
cathartic.
Yeah.
It felt like
Oh, yeah.
kickboxing. Do you know what I mean?
Totally.
I was like, anger.
I know exactly what you
I
mean.
hate this so much. So we had a very spirited conversation.
Yeah.
That should be out soon.
James Bonding. Alie, what do you want to fuck?
I just want to apologize in advance for how many times I said the F word during the Goldfinger podcast.
It's Golden Fingers.
Whatever
Sorry.
it is. Okay, my thing that I would slow bone that I love so much, I think I would say used clothing stores. I'm gonna say Crossroads, Buffalo Exchange. I like the idea that you can go in and get very gently used vintage clothing for, like, I'm wearing pants I got for $12.
Or
I'm
even
like,
not even
very
vintage.
cute.
Just like
just whatever.
just clothing.
I just think it's like at least you know also that you're probably not directly supporting a sweatshop. Clothes would have gone maybe into the dumpster, and you're like, oh, these are some pretty fly pants. I'm gonna purchase these, and I don't know. I don't know why I'm like, oh, that's a nice resource. Who knew?
That's great.
Anyway,
I appreciate it.
I mean, I've always shopped at them, but I'm like, you know what? I went to a Crossroads this week, and I was like, hey, look at all this stuff. This is just like going to your friend's closet. Only it
It's like
costs you
that,
$7.
or going to like the mall and go to like Baby and
I'm
like spending $49 on a blouse.
I know.
Why
I looked
no.
at jeans at like Topshop. They were like $80 for a pair of pants, and I was like, that seems stupid.
It is.
And then I bought some for $12, and I was like, I feel good about that. And then I spent the rest of the money on drugs. That's not
Score.
true. Literal score.
for children.
Score and score.
Drugs
Yeah.
for children.
No, I don't do drugs. I'm scared of them. My fuck that I hate so much is a little thing called multiple myeloma, which is a bone cancer, and it can fuck off and then fall off a cliff into the ocean. My dad has it, and my uncle had it, and he just passed away a couple days ago.
I'm so
for Joe
sorry.
Ward of Kentucky, he did not win the battle, but the more people who know about it, maybe the more
Weirdly
they'll
enough,
find a cure for
The
it.
dude I'm dating's father has it too,
And it has multiple
which
myeloma.
is so weird.
It fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But so it's a thing. I hate it, but there's a dude who's doing some really great research in LA, Mr. Berenson, Dr. Berenson.
Well,
so
to
fuck
the,
it.
to the ward men.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
dad's a fighter though. He's doing all right.
Sure is.
Good.
Yep. So fuck cancer, you
Yeah,
guys.
fuck
fuck
cancer.
cancer.
Also, there's this nail place who did not honor my Groupon. It's not true. Okay, what are yours?
Okay. I had a different fuck that, but actually, after yours, I have a fuck that, and it's wet sponge. Like when I go to friends' houses and they leave like a wet sponge in the sink, like sponge side down.
I know
And it's like heavy, like heavy
And
with
it's
water.
like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
I just learned about that.
That is a petri dish of like disease, and you guys wring it out, dry that shit out, and put it up on a little caddy. And otherwise,
I just learned about this.
It's the same thing when people take a shower and don't hang their bath mat and just leave their bath mat at all times on the ground where it is.
Wait,
That's mold.
Are you guys just having an intervention with me?
Oh, shit,
Because
sorry.
I'm like, you're like those people. You know those people, those barbarians.
I've never noticed.
Don't clean their toilet.
I've
with a
never
toothbrush?
noticed the latter. I've noticed the first one at your house.
Oh,
before.
I didn't know that was a thing. It was just like,
oh yeah.
and Jocelyn Hughes, who was on our podcast, like went off about that, and I
Oh, so I'm not the first.
no, not on our podcast, just in general. And now I do that, and I'm like, oh wow, that really doesn't stink as much, does it? Sorry, I'm sorry.
Hey, you could have had one of those science accidents
Yeah.
I know.
where you found some amazing discovery.
Like getting yourself sick by putting your sponge on your plate. that
I'm
you then
never
with.
sick.
I know.
But still, okay. So fuck that.
Fuck that. Okay, this is so annoying and pluggy, but guys, I am like still high off of this. So my husband played last night a music show.
I saw this on Instagram.
And he's been working with and producing this artist, Meg Myers, and she's been opening for the Pixies. Damn. And so last night they played at the Mayan, and it was so incredible. I was like up in the balcony watching them. And Andy plays guitar in the show, but not like he has one more show, and then they have his replacement because he doesn't want to be on tour because he's a producer. But it was so hot. Like, it was so hot watching him play, and he has this, like, crazy guitar solo, and I'm so proud of him. And it's like, you know, he makes this amazing music, and I hear the songs, and I'm like, oh, my God, he's so talented. But it's, like, different seeing a performance, and so that's what I want to fuck, and I'm sad it's, like, ending.
I think the thing that she's trying to say is, fuck yeah, marrying someone you are stoked on.
Well, no, this is a big episode for us because this is the first time the fuck that is actually fuckable. Because usually it's like a peanut butter. So it's like, technically, yeah, you're like, I want to fuck the thing that I'm fucking.
I know, that's really sweet.
Good. Yeah,
oh, that's nice.
That's a pretty big thing.
You really literally want to lay it down and slow bone it.
Yeah, and make a baby with
literally.
it. Like,
yeah,
I wanted to make a baby with like my Prius before. This is
House
pretty
cleaning.
big.
I'm gonna lay
Adorable.
Yeah.
A
Well,
little Prius.
yay for you. I can't wait to see what falls out of your vagina. I
Me
think it's
too.
going to be so cute.
We're going to babysit.
Thank
Auntie
you.
Alie and Auntie Georgia are going to babysit it.
Cute. I
Tell
love
everyone
it.
where they can find you on everywhere.
Yeah, where can they stalk your pregnancy?
Also, I've listened to Totally Married, and as a unmarried girl, I've really enjoyed it. It's teaching me a lot, and you guys are so much fun to listen to. I love
you're
Totally
so
Lame,
sweet.
but I love because you guys.
What's a top marriage tip you've learned from them in parting?
Well, I've learned that a lot about dogs actually, and like don't take your dog to the dog park. It's not very good for their dog. I don't know. There's a lot of questions and answering, and I like that a lot.
Yeah,
Don't take your husband to the dog park.
Yeah. I will say this for Totally Married is like, I mean, we talk about marriage a lot because it's the two of us talking, but it's not just about marriage at all.
No.
And we give unqualified advice to people who write in with questions that range from anything. And we give horrible advice, I'm sure.
But it's been fun to listen to the two of you guys together because, it's interesting. I really enjoy it.
Oh,
and I like
you.
Totally Lame, you guys, but you guys always have a guest on, and I really like hearing the two of you talk together on Totally
so
Married.
nice.
You
So
guys
tell
should
everyone.
totally stay married.
You should totally
We
stay.
should.
It's working.
Totally,
kid.
baby.
Yeah, where can we find you?
At Totally Lame, Laime on Twitter, at Elizabeth Lame, Laime on Instagram, and at www.totallylame.com.
Awesome.
Sweet.
We will
Stop
do that.
this
so much
girl.
for having me.
Yeah.
She's so cute.
She's so cute.
I can't handle it. I feel
guys
so
are
bad putting her underpants in the freezer. But thank you for Slumber